friends, this is episode 3 of Junk Journaling with Justi. So we're gonna step away a little bit from junk journaling as far as like putting together a spread. I'm definitely gonna do more videos on that because I think I've made like 8 pages since the last one. However, I was at a group thing. It was like a adult camp over the weekend, and we were studying, and while we were taking notes, there were a couple girls, and they were younger and sweet, but they had these cute little, not specifically this one I made myself, these cute little inserts that they were putting like in their Bibles, in their binders, things like that. And basically all it was just some scrapbook paper, and then they added little notepad notes to it. And then so I started playing around, and basically at this camp we ended up with a bunch of cards, and a lot of the cards were really meaningful and sweet, but the thing is I don't need 7 million cards. So, and I was just like, what do I do with these? And then I was playing around with some envelopes that we had left over, and I made this little card insert thing, and I'll give you guys a little tour of these. So I was playing with the envelopes, and then I ended up making kind of one myself, and I thought, oh, you know what, this would be a good use for those cards. And this was just kind of diddle-dallying on my own. There's no necessarily like a technique to it. However, if you wanted to make a junk journaling book, you could actually do this, because that's essentially all this is. And I thought this would be so cool to have. So that is what we're making today. I'm actually about halfway through it because my phone died in the middle of it. So I'm not really 100% sure where that cut off, but that will be what we do. Okay, so what I've done is I picked a book. So there's a lot of these like 6" by 6" books. They work really well for these cards. I think these are 4 by 6. So these fit perfectly across these cards, and you could just make cards out of these if you wanted to. I want to utilize the cards that I have. So I went ahead and I blocked these out. I'm going to show you how I do this on another one. And I'm cutting them down to size on here. And then I'm just gonna chop this off so that I have it, but I wanna keep these because I'm actually gonna use them throughout the book, and you'll see kind of how I did that here in a second, which you might already know if you looked at the ones I just did. So I'm just gonna cut along this line. Now listen, if you're not a straight cutter, there are cutters out there that will do this for you. So I'm just gonna cut these to size and then glue those on. I'll probably do that real quick, and then we'll start putting the actual pieces of paper together, and then we'll do the little inserts and extras. This one might be a good option. And you'll see I'm being really loose with it just because I want it to have room to move around. And I definitely want to do some like side panels like I did on these. If I have enough, I can do them on every page because I want as much real estate as I can get. So I'm gonna line these really quick, and I'm just gonna line all of them, and I don't know if I'll use all of them, but pencil marks on the back isn't gonna hurt anything. Okay, so I have lined this, as you see, there are like guides and stuff that you guys can use to make straight lines. I just did mine by hand. This is for me, I'm not giving it as a gift, so I don't really need it to be perfect. And then I can kind of use this to straighten out our edges. So as you see, it like looks like this, and then you flip it open, and then we will put little pieces of paper here too. Okay, so I don't actually know when yesterday it got cut off. I haven't actually looked, but if you remember where we were adding these little tabs to the side. And then I cut out, it was basically all of the scraps from these pieces because they were 6x6 and these are more like a 4x6 base. So it was like the little 2-inch gap. And then I added my own lines. Now you could add nicer, cleaner lines if you wanted to. But anyways, this little back piece didn't want to stay on, and it seems to have dried now, so it's not falling off anymore. I did have a little bit of glue come up on one piece where the card was just really, really slick on the front. So you might have to texturize if you're going to use cards. But actually, after doing this and seeing how thick it is, I'm just going to stick to these, I think they're 4x8, 6x8 sheets, and just folding them in half. Because also, a lot of these cards I've noticed aren't actually coming folded evenly, and so it's messed up the edges of these. So anyways, I went through and I finished those out. Each page has 2, 1 on each side, and then that gives a nice clean edge for the backs of these. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add the little places to write on the inside. Now what I did is I took a notebook like this, just a little spiral, and I pulled them out and then I just cut them down because it had like a date and thing on the top and I didn't want that. And that makes these fit really nicely on here. You could use something like this and then draw your own lines. You could just use line paper and cut it down. You could use pretty line paper. Hobby Lobby actually has like thick stacks of colored paper, which I really like to use. For these, I really wanted that stark white though, because we're doing so many colors. So all I'm gonna do from here is I'm just gonna glue every piece down to the inside of each inside. And I did notice that I think this is 10 pages long, which I wouldn't have thought with 3 cards we'd get that many, but I guess I didn't really think it through because we've got the front and the back I'll leave blank because I'll wanna decorate those later. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 10. So we've got 10 of these to glue down. I'll probably do a couple on camera and then pop back when I'm done. These will be easy peasy. We're just going to open our spread up and then, I think I mentioned this in another video, but this is my favorite glue to use minus they have a clear one that's a little bit more pricey. You know, I was thinking about this while I was doing these side panels. Our Laura, she is not a big fan of paper projects, and I think I know why. She like loves a sewing project. She loves a crochet project and a cross stitch project, and I actually don't really love those kind of projects because you have to be perfect. Now crochet, I can fake a crochet, but anything that I have to sit and follow a pattern or I have to get it perfect is just not my thing. And she is a perfectionist, so I bet paper projects drive her crazy because paper projects are never perfect. And so that's how we differ. I love a paper project. I could sit and just paper it up all day long. So like I said, I'm not gonna bore you guys by doing all of these on camera. I'll come back and show you the finished project here in just a minute. Okay, so we are done. Our little book is finished. I definitely will go back and add stickers and stuff to it. Since this is the first one I've made, it was kind of a prototype in general. Like I said earlier, I definitely will use the 4x6 or the 8x6 cards and just fold them over and make my own cards because the cards didn't end up being way too thick. So just a little tour of it. Each page kind of looks like this. You've got your little side pop out. I tried to alternate the patterns too, so each like full spread was different colors. And we've just got little pretties. I will say another thing that I'll probably fix if I make another one is these little washi tape ends when I do them. I think the washi tape needs to be longer so you can do a good fold over on the insides. It's just not holding super well, but it'll be fine. And I think I had one in here where I had to do the same color. Yeah, it was this one. I didn't even notice it. That's good then. I did this pattern and this pattern on the same page, but that was just because I didn't have any other colors left that would coordinate around it. So there it is. There's our little book. You could use this as a junk journaling book. So you could just not do the pieces of paper. You could do the piece of paper and then just sticker bomb it out and add your little junk bits. But also I think they'd be cute little gifts. You know, when you want to give somebody something that means something instead of like, here's something I bought for $25. I feel like you could add some pictures to this and make like a little mini photo album. That would be really fun. Okay, so that is all we have for today. We've got our little book made. Join us for the next episode of Junk Journaling with Justi. That is a mouthful. And I think next time we'll do a spread because I've definitely got more spreads that I want to do. And I've got a little more like actual junk that I didn't buy. I've collected a few little things that I would like to throw into a spread, and I think that you guys will enjoy that. So I'll see you guys next time.